In high school, my English grades were barely passing. I'm getting D's and hoping for D minus or something. And college, the grades changed. Mainly because I put effort into it, I guess. And then I had Mr. Cummins, Rich Cummins. He might still be there. He's pretty young. And he told us that if we brought our papers to him before they were due, he would correct them without a penalty. So that I did. Got much better grades. I didn't ace it, but I think I got a B, which is quite a bit better than the D's from high school. Yeah, I took technical writing from him. I was talking to a young lady who was going to CBCA. The only professor I could recommend was him because all the other teachers I had would be long gone by now. Retired, that is, not gone. I don't know if he's still there, but he could be. And I recommended him, of course. And she pulled up on me. She typed it on her phone to see if his name came up, and it didn't. But our History of 101 teacher also let us bring in essays ahead of time. And his tests were, well, he'd give us five possible topics, and then he'd roll a dice and we'd write on two of them for an exam. But we needed to be ready with five. So I'd bring him into him. I think his name was Frederickson. He had gray hair even back then, so the only thing I remember from that class is he'd say, "It's Beijing, not Peking." I don't know why they wrote that on the damn map. It's Beijing. It's the only thing I remember specifically. History in high school. Well, I was reading historical novels. James Clavell's Asian Saga, Shogun, Noble House, uh, and I think they were historically accurate, or at least culturally accurate. But, they were stories, of course. But the classes I wasn't too into. Uh, American history was Mr. McMurtry. He had a rule that if you fell asleep, you could sleep, but you couldn't prop your head up. So I, of course, I woke up one time and I was ready for a face splat into a puddle of drool that was on my desk. And the whole class had been watching me weave and bob that he stopped his lecture for everybody to stop and look. I remember it was because my grade was so poor because he had these infrequent quizzes that had I don't know, 8 points or some damn thing. And I would only get maybe 3 or 4 points on each quiz. But he didn't have them very often. So it was really hard to get a good grade in that class. For me, point wise. He'd say beliefs, values, and attitudes or something. And 101 was the only college history class I took. When I graduated from college afterwards, I realized that I didn't even know what year the Civil War ended. So I started watching the History Channel as much as I could, picking up on stuff. I didn't know. I sure as heck didn't learn in the school, and numbers I read covered some stuff, but I didn't even know how accurate they were historically. But they were good reading. James Michener as well. Part of his book on Alaska, part of space, parts of space. And the Source was the first one I read of his. I just walked into the library and was determined to read a 1,000-page book. I knew I'd do it in a year. I just grabbed the book off the shelf, had no idea anything about it, and just read it. A kerosene lamp, mostly, and propane lamp. Ah, there's a good jet stream. Chemtrail, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you can see it. I can't see it on the screen, but I can see it with my eyes. Let's see if we can zoom up on it. Okay, there we go. Commercial jets don't leave a trail like that. That visible trail. Yep. See their food's being, they don't care. They're not that excited. I don't know which one she is because I can't see her nose. Luna's the food hound. She finishes hers first and then goes over and finishes up Molly's and usually eats about half. At least in the beginning. I think she likes to come back later and snack. Yep, she's not too excited either. I think that's Molly. You can see the white on her nose, but it could be there. Oh, there she is. Yeah, it's Molly. Miss Molly. Smile for your YouTube fans. Yeah.